Hello, and thanks for checking out the construction program. After you've imported the program, you'll have a new folder in here called Construction or Meshmaker. And you can open them via the menu here. With Meshmaker, you can, of course, use the main menu. This is the interface with the program. And the first thing you'll probably notice is this quick help guide here. And you can turn that on and off via the settings. For now, we're just going to turn that one off. If you've seen the quick build video already, you'll probably understand how most of this works. In this video I'll take you through all the fine details. First thing we want to do is change to a foundation wall and change the material, and I'll actually try and reproduce the same building once more. And so to lay out the walls, you hold down the hotkey, which is Control or Command, and left click and drag a rectangle out where you want the walls. Once you've got the foundation right, we can change back to standard walls and click on Add Upper Level. And you can see that the ground level is now below the foundation height. Floor 1 is the next level. And to switch between the different modes, we're currently in wall mode. You can actually use this interactive picture here to switch between the roof, the stairs, and so on. And I'll just lay out the walls. Actually, I'll switch to the tiles first. And same as the foundation walls. Just hold down the hotkey, left click and drag to place the tiles. And then we'll switch back to the walls, choose the material. Once again, just click and drag. Now at any time you can hold down Control and the Shift key at the same time, and left click to delete walls or tiles. And quickly place them back in. And another trick is that if you want to pick up a material, let's say we're on the wall material here, but I actually want to pick up this material here, you hold down Shift and right click, and it'll switch to that tile. Or if you want to switch to, let's say, that wall material, so Shift and right click. Once we've got the walls in place, we'll put in some features. And to do this, I've got some over here. And I'm just going to resize these here. And it's best to bring them into the scene if you want to do this, to get them the right way round. They're expected to be facing the negative z-axis and already be scaled up to the size that you want. You can overscale it and the program will actually try and fit it on the wall for you. But if you wanted to get the scale right, you can do that just in the scene, and it helps to place them here to get the rotation right. And sometimes you'll also have the pivot point is expected to be at the bottom of the game object and in the center, and you can see this one isn't, and you can see that that one isn't. Pardon me. Okay, you can see that one's off to the right rather than being in the center. It's down the bottom where we want it. This one's correct, and this one's correct. And once we've got our assets set up, we can then just switch to the right mode, drop them into here, and this is just to help if you've used a lot of features. I'll just drag them in now. We can quickly switch between them using the recent features list here. And for the doors, we want to select the bottom position on here, And we've also got to enable the door sill. It just raises it up a small amount above the tiles, which looks better when the door's swinging open and closed. It's also got auto scale on, but I won't need that. To place a feature, you hold down shift and left click on the wall, and it'll automatically cut the wall to fit that feature. I'll place one on the side as we did in the previous video, and then we switch to this window here, I believe it is. Alright, we're just going to switch to the center position, like so. And other positions, you've got top left, top right. It just makes it faster for placing it on this wall. And I'll show you the feature offset so when we come to do some of the other windows. Another feature of the program is that we can select the whole or copy the whole level here by clicking on copy level, and we'll just add a new level and then go paste, and we can keep doing that. You can see that it's grabbed the tiles as well, but you can see how quickly you can make a high-rise building. Just keep doing paste. And so if you were making a high-rise building, that's the quickest way to do it. And now I'll just go the opposite way, and we're just going to cut all these levels. One too far. Okay, and now we'll move on to the ceiling. Actually, before we do, just switch back to, let's do some wall texturing. To paint the walls a different color, select the material that you want, hold down shift and then left click on the wall. Of course you can use any material you want. Same is true for the tiles, and pretty much everything in the program can be painted in the same way. There I was picking up the materials quickly without having to go to the select material. Now to place a roof on this, we're going to use the same floor tiles. We'll just need to add a new layer. It's already there. And we'll switch to a ceiling material. And I meant to switch to the tile, of course. There we go, we've got our interior now. To add a roof, simply click on the roof here. Just below the build mode selector is the direction that we want to place the roof. For a hipped roof, it doesn't really matter. Any direction will do. And for a gabled roof, we want to go from west to east. And we'll just select the gabled roof. You can select it here or via the menu. And change the material here. Same again, hold down the hotkey, drag it out where you want, like so. And we'll also do a hipped roof going in this direction. Like so. The attic walls are a special type of wall. They don't work anywhere else except underneath the roof. So we're going to use some here. I'm just going to make sure I've got the right material and just drag out a line, and you'll have the gable ends. So they're specifically made for inside a roof or the gable ends. And you can see that these things are called soffits, or the base of the eaves, and you can paint those as well. Switch material, you can paint those like normal. Actually, I'll pick up this material here just to show you. And we'll do the stairs now. Stairs work very much like roofs. The direction here, the north-south, south-north, west-east, east-west, that's the slope of the stairs. So if we want slopes to go this, stairs to go this way, we'll choose south to north. Move down to the ground level here, and add that there. You can paint those, and you can also paint the sides like that. The stairs that are selected have this green box around them. So after you've created some stairs, they become enabled or selected, and you can deselect them or select them using this interface here. And we'll just continue to add some stairs. And you can change the number of steps. It's currently selected, so we can change the number of steps to, let's say, 6, and change the pitch very easily just by moving the slider here. To create a ramp, we switch over to ramp here. Same direction, same material, like so. And of course you can change the pitch of these or the ramp. And there was one more window to add. This one here. I'm just going to switch over to features. Now this wall here is a shorter wall than the others, so we're going to need to move the feature down. So we'll just choose the bottom, and we're probably going to have to offset it, but I'll show you how that works. If we click to add it, you can see that's a little bit oversized. So what we'll do is, to delete a feature, we hold down Control and Shift, left click on that to remove a feature. You can also pick up a feature too, I'll show you that in a minute. So we want to resize this one probably down to 0.5, looks about right. Just drag it in again, and you can see that because of the pivot point we need to shift this over by about that much, and you can keep doing that. You can adjust its position as many times as you want. Over on the side here we'll add some arched walls, switch the material, move the layer down. To add those we can also choose half walls. Like so. I'm just going to move the whole building. You can actually rotate the framework wherever you want. It's a little bit slow because it's using mesh colliders for all the objects. This will be changed to something else in the next version. Make moving it around just a little bit quicker. You can also rotate it to place it in position where you want while you're building it. And I'll just set its height to just above the grass height, 0.15. We'll add some tiles now. That was the wrong level. We need to be on the ground level. Also do the fence now. I'm going to reset the fence offset here, and I'm also going to turn off auto scale fence. The reason for that is that I want the fence to actually overlap a little bit. And the same again, hold down Control or Command, and you'll notice that because of the pivot point is off center, we actually need to move that over to the side. To delete the fence, like anything else, hold down Control and Shift, left click on them to delete them, and then you can rebuild those. And those two just need to be shifted over a little bit. Back to the tiles. And you've also got these half tiles, so I'll just switch to those and place one of those there. I might do something like back to the half tile, something like that. So we've pretty much finished the building now, and what we want to do is turn this design. We can save the design, so you click on Save, choose a name, give that a save, but this is automatically done when you're building as well. In the build options you can turn off the mesh colliders. In the next version we'll have optimized box colliders or new mesh colliders that are optimized. You can also turn on or off the secondary UV set. This is required for light mapping. And so we'll just go Build, and somewhere in the Assets folder just create a new folder here. And the program will actually go ahead and start saving those meshes and materials as assets. It won't actually create 719 objects. It will try to optimize that. If it's reusing meshes, it'll optimize to skip those ones. Although there will be a lot of meshes, and in a future version I'll combine those based on the materials to reduce the number of meshes to the minimum. And once this is finished, we'll have a new prefab created that we can then reuse as many times as we want in the scene. Just wait for that to finish. The construction has been built, so we can now close this. It'll also auto-save the design every time you close the program. And we've got our new building here. It saves the design of the building automatically in this folder, in the design folder. It's created just one material. The other materials already existed in the project folder, so it doesn't recreate those. And like I said, there's quite a few meshes in there, but I'll optimize those. When the program is running, it'll batch those automatically, so there won't be that many draw calls. And here we have our new building, and we can just drag that in like so and move it to the height we want. And treat it like a normal prefab now. I'll just go over any last points here. Oh, that's right, furniture. And furniture, to do that, I'm just going to load up the design again. To add furniture, switch to the furniture mode and choose the piece you want. And you'll notice that it's come with the default rotation here, so we just want to rotate it around select the object and then rotate it like so. And then we've got these move buttons here which do a quick move within the grid area here. And we'll also add a chair over here. And again, select the object, rotate it, move it down, rotate it in the Y. You'll notice this chair's looking a little bit small, so I'll just increase the scale here. And that's how you quickly add furniture to the building. These two will be saved with the prefab, and the whole thing will be one package. There is a paint mode, but that's kind of redundant because painting works in all other modes. And I think we've covered everything there. You can disable autosave if you wish. It actually autosaves the design every 5 minutes to the autosave file here. And you can load the defaults. If you ever need to, while you're building, you can reset to clear the whole building and restart again. And that's pretty much it. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you find the program very useful. Thanks again. Bye.